thank you all for coming. Without your support, without your involvement, this event is nothing. I've wanted to involve as many people as possible to connect with this event and to make it an integral part of the UK hypnosis scene and part of seeking to advance our field. Last year, I was sat over there, and I knew Nick was stepping down, and I knew that I was going to be taking over, and I was really excited, and I was imagining that night what it was that I was going to say. In the last couple of weeks, I've been kind of stricken with this kind of existential dread, and I've been really genuinely nervous. You're laughing at my I was stricken and anxious about it because I want to share something that I know some people don't always like to hear. And it brings me on to my singular point that I'm going to make and let you enjoy the rest of your evening. A few weeks ago, those of you that know me personally and follow me online, you know that I competed at the Bournemouth Marathon Festival. I was raising some money for my children's school, for their sports facilities. I'm aiming to make a healthy impact upon some generations to come. And I ran at Bournemouth Marathon Festival, I ran the 5K race, then I ran the 10K race straight after. In the morning I ran the half marathon, and then I was driven back to the front and I ran the full marathon. Now some of you may have noticed that but I don't like to talk about some of you may have noticed that I'm not a natural build for a runner. I do a lot of weightlifting, and weightlifting and endurance sports don't typically marry up. And earlier this year, there was a man at my gym who was primarily a cyclist, but also a sports psychologist, and he offered me some advice, having seen me running. He told me that I needed to run in a less muscular fashion. He got really technical about lifting and engaging my hamstrings more instead of my quads, leaning into my running movement and using my arms more effectively. He kind of gave me this impression that I looked like Phoebe from Friends when I was running. In order to make it easier to kind of carry my ample frame around these long distances, and I was doing this kind of 80 kilometers. And he referred to some pretty impressive science to support his points too. Now, upon receiving his advice and checking out the research supporting it, I said to him, "Do you not know who I am?" I'm Adam Eason. I wrote the book, Hypnosis for Running. I've run over 25 marathons and ultra marathons over the past 20 years, clocking some fairly impressive times, thank you very much. I already know all that I need to know to get this done. I do not need to hear from you. I just need to keep running until the end. I know how to run. Who are you to tell me how to run? You're not even a marathon runner. Now, I did not actually say this. But these are responses that I do see. These are responses that I do see proliferate our field from time to time. One of the things that I saw in the aftermath of some of the really major hypnosis conventions around the world was a lot of hypnotherapists talking about how accepting these events were. And initially, I loved that, and I hope that you all love that as well. We love a smooth ride. We love to feel comfort, and we love to feel comfortable, and to have acceptance of our peers. But I want to flavour that acceptance a little bit. And I'm hoping that every now and then I actually make you all feel a little bit uncomfortable. That is, I think true acceptance is whereby we can accept and appreciate criticism a little bit of what we do. And that is, where people are allowed to ask questions of what we do and we don't take it personally. I must be able to ask questions about how hypnotherapy is taught, about how protocols are developed. It's not a slight on the person involved, rather than seeking blind acceptance from one another. We need to engage with the people who will ask us challenging questions as we seek to improve and develop what we do. And we really do run the risk of being left behind as a field. Hypnotherapy, in my opinion, is just not developing at the pace it should be. we can all be friends. We can all accept each other and recognise, it's not a personal insult to have healthy questions asked of what you do as a means of striving to improve. So my vision for this convention is to create a warm and welcoming environment where we are all supported in being able to ask questions, and that you all feel emboldened to ask the questions of those, as we seek to educate the public and inform our field. I want to hold you all to account. I want to be a bit of a thorn in your side. And I want to be able to share jokes and drink gin with you at the bar at the same time. I want you and I to be friends, importantly. But understand that friends who agree with you on absolutely everything add no value to you and add nothing to your growth and to your development. Good friends feel comfortable disagreeing with each other every now and then. I want to thank some special people that are in this room, and I urge you to go and pester them throughout the rest of this evening. Dr. Ben Paris over here, Michael Heath, Devon Terhune, but also Zoltan Dien for coming and being a part of this year's event, for sharing their work, for sharing their research, for helping to educate our field, give some insight into the incredibly exciting world of science and research and academia that can help us all grow as a field. It's been really hard for me, I'm going to be honest. It's been really hard to make academia and frontline hypnotherapists aware of each other in my experience. I'm going to do my best to keep attempting to close that gap and to bridge that chasm that exists between the two, and use this convention as a vehicle to do that. And I hope you'll welcome me and join me in embracing that. I've already got some really incredibly exciting academics and researchers to come and speak at next year's event. And I believe it makes this event quite unlike anything else that's available to the frontline hypnotherapy field. As far as these things are concerned, I want that. I want it to be refreshing. I want it to be really stimulating for you all. In the event program, that lots of you have simply discarded. I've been finding them lying around that we spent ages printing off and writing. Bastards. I wrote about my vision. I wrote about my vision for this event in the program. It was in your welcome packs. I really hope that you take some time out to read that and to share your thoughts with me about it when you have the opportunity. I really want to hear from as many of you as possible, so that this event is not just me attempting to fulfill my own personal vision, but that it can serve to help fulfill the vision of all of us who want to see hypnotherapy develop. You know what? I took the advice of the cyclist in the gym, and it helped me massively. When I ran, I felt like I was younger. My body enjoyed the running experience. I cannot keep a straight face. I hated it. I fucking hated it. I was so knackered. But I made some progress. You know what? I just wanted to mention that the disco is taking requests this evening. I really hope you let your hair down. I hope that you embrace sisterhood and brotherhood this evening. My utter heartfelt thanks to all of you just for being here. You are so incredibly welcome. Much love to you all, hypno people. Much love to you all. I hope you have a wonderful remainder of the evening. I hope you have an exceptionally enjoyable day tomorrow, who is here. Enjoy the remainder of this convention. Please, please, come back next year. Come speak, come express yourselves, come and let's just love hypnosis. Thank you.